Well. Here we are. We're going to talk about a couple different things today. What a beautiful day. Can you hear me? Are you there? Listen, we're talking about something interesting. Of course. It's going to be, sorry, I'm playing speakers in the background. We're talking about something interesting. Situationships. Here I am. Welcome. Sorry, y'all. We had some technical difficulties. I had some audio problems. I don't know what the frick's going on here. This is all for me trying to get used to. You know how to game though. You know how to game do though. It's just sometimes difficult. Difficulties, you dunsies. Secondly, we're gonna talk about a variety of things today. Let me get the link for you guys because I've been apparently fricked up. Apparently, I haven't been doing my job. And I'm gonna just post my link right there. This is a call-in show. So, guys, this call-in show, we're gonna talk about everything: situationships, dating, love life, getting played, getting displayed, first dates, third dates, ghosting, of course, duh, all the good stuff. Let me pin my thing. Let me pin my thing, chicken wing. You dunsies. Can you guys hear me clear? That's all I need to know. I pin it there. Let me pin it in the comment. Let me do it in the comment in the let me put it in there. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me just put it in the comment section so everybody can get used to it. This is where everybody can call in. The link, if you want to call into the stream tonight, is in the description and it's also in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. So if anybody wants to call in tonight, you have to hit that link. It's a StreamYard link, as you can see. And we're going to have a good time. Can everybody see the StreamYard link? Yes? Great. Fantastic. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, guys. Let's get to it. Before, we're going to allow some people to get in here. It's going to take a little bit. That's okay. I'm all right with that. We're going to have a little bit of time for everybody to get in here. But number one, let me talk about situationships. Let me talk about situationships before I even get into anything because we have a confusion around them. There's a big confusion around situationships. I'm going to clear this whole fucking thing up. Maybe I shouldn't curse on here. Apologize. Situationships in their nature are not a problem. Situationships in their nature are not a problem until they become a problem. Situationships are basically a lack of communication about what somebody's looking for. Eventually, it becomes a situationship because it's called a situation for a reason. It's a situation. It's undefined. There's nothing to talk about. Therefore, if nobody has anything to talk about, it becomes just a situation because nobody knows expectations, and nobody knows what they're expected, nobody knows what somebody else wants, and nobody else knows where they stand. That's a situation. That's called a situation, as they say in France. Maybe they don't, but you get the freaking point. Too many of you are caught up in situations because you're afraid to communicate. You don't know how to communicate, matter of fact. And more importantly, you don't want to communicate. Now, why would you say, well, why would we not want to communicate, Ben? You don't want to communicate because you realize that once you do, you may not like the answer. Tickle me down, Chinatown. I've had enough. Now, there's always room for it, right? A situationship is not necessarily innately bad. A situation could be a developmental process where it's basically, yeah, we're not in a relationship. We're not really, you guys love the use word exclusive. We're not there yet, but we're figuring it out, and that's okay. But once I hear about 6 month situationships, depending on where you're at, depending on life phase, we got problems, pal. We got big problems. And if you want those problems, you could take those problems, but not from me, pal. Situationships is one. And what I tend to find is, ironically and surprisingly, many people are involved in situationships than you would imagine. And when they complain about situationships is when I have the problem with it because situationships are not necessarily a problem. It only depends on what it is you're looking for. So if you're looking for something more serious, then a situationship might not be for you. But if you're looking to have fun, then great. Who cares? It's not a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when you want something different than that. And you are afraid or you lack the communication skills. Now, how do you develop those skills? You better start taking some fucking risks. Papo. Better start taking some risks. You better start doing what you need to do to get where you need to get. That's number one. So I have no problem with them. What I have a problem with is that you want something different, and then here you are talking about I'm in this. You are in that for your own decisions. I've had enough. Situationships. Second on the agenda is ghosting. I want to clarify ghosting real quick. I don't condone it. I'm not a big fan of it. Everybody has had this happen to them, and by the way, has done this to others, whether they like to see it that way or not, but that's typically how it tends to work out. Before I continue on this path, guys, before I talk about ghosting, because it is a big topic in everybody's conversations, they always love to say they've been ghosted or something of that nature. Before I get in there, I want to remind you guys, if you're going to call into the show tonight, you do not have to put on your video. The link to call in is in the chat section. I've pinned it in the chat. So it's called StreamYard.com. It's in there. You can see it. You enter the backstage and you will see, I will let you into the front stage. And it's called Enter Stage Right, Exit Stage Left. So if you want to call into the stream tonight, you can enter stage right with the StreamYard link in my chat. And it's also in the description of the video, so you can't be confused. You just can't be confused about it. No way, no way. It's in there. Oh, it's in there. But let me talk about ghosting. Let me tell you what ghosting is and what it isn't. Number one, ghosting is not. Gotcha. So you thought I was going to talk about what it is first. I ain't. I'm going to talk about what it is not. Ghosting is not when somebody doesn't respond to a statement you made a day later. If it was a statement, that's not a ghost. It was a day later. What are you talking about? You didn't ask any questions. You weren't inquisitive. You weren't inquiring. You had no interest shown. And you just said, oh, he ghosted you. I've had enough for your BS. My BS meter is at an all-time high, and you didn't pass the test, pal, because I could read through your little nonsensical BSs. Pack your lunch, duty. Tutti frutti, you dunzy. Kathy, don't go nowhere. I see you in the queue. Let me just get past my ghosting statement. Kathy, I'm going to see you. I'm going to bring you in here. You're going to be the first caller for tonight. Let's go. Let's go. That's not ghosting. Ghosting is when you are making an effort and somebody just leaves you on red, doesn't answer you, doesn't respond to you, doesn't ask you out again. That's ghosting. But when you make a statement, you say, oh, okay, and they go a day without talking to you, that's not ghosting, dude. You are a problem. You might be a perpetual victim. Because here's the thing. We got to get back to the way that things used to be. We got to get back to the way things used to be. Much more simpler. Much more honest. Much more forward. Much more it is what it is. Much more so what? Okay, somebody doesn't want to talk to you. If somebody leaves you for whatever reason, I get it. I understand. And the longer it goes that you've been in the situation or relationship or anything else with them, it hurts more. I understand that. I can understand that. However, you just start talking to somebody, they don't want to talk to you no more. Okay, cut the turkey, bro. Cut the turkey. Pass the stuffing. Pass the stuffing. Give us the gravy, man. I want some gravy on these potatoes. You need to take a seat. You need to relax. It's not that big of a deal. Let's have some dinner. Relax, man. I'm sick of overthinking about all your problems. Oh, I've been ghosted. Girl, relax. It was 2 weeks. Who cares? Who cares? Guys get ghosted on a daily basis. Just they don't talk about it. They don't complain about it. Here you are, a weekend. I got ghosted by okay, he wasn't interested. He didn't like you like that. You're not everyone's cup of tea, by the way. There's plenty of guys that slide into your DMs and ask you out. They're not your cup of tea. Well, guess what? You ain't his. He had to go to the lengths of 2 days to get to know that from you. Okay. He might have thought you were cute or hot or sexy, whatever it is. And then he got to know you and said, I just don't want to do this. Fair play. Fair play. Fair play. Patty, I see you I see you. Stay right there. I'm going to get to you. Perry. Oh, let's go. Let's get to it. All right, Kathy, come on. Here we go. Let's dip in here. Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Kathy, I can hear you. Can everybody else hear you? I think they can.
Okay.
All right. Where are you calling from, girl?
I'm calling from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yep.
North, south? Where you
from the shore area. Berkeley,
Sure.
Connecticut,
All right.
and
Fantastic. We love
I'm,
that. We love a little Jersey. We love a little
yeah,
Jersey. And where and how old are
I'm
you?
65,
Okay, cool. What you got for
but
us tonight?
I'm a young 65.
I believe you. I can hear it in your voice.
Okay, so I haven't been dating much, um, but I went on Bumble and connected with somebody who I had gone out with a few years ago when I lived up in Morristown. And we had gone out, but it didn't ever really amount to anything. And we both never, like, we just kind of like let it go. We didn't even talk after that date. I figured he wasn't interested. I really wasn't interested. But then last year, when we were out in the clubs, I ran into him, and all of a sudden he was like all perky and like, oh, like interested kind of thing. But I wasn't really like interested or giving him much attention. Well, we connected again on Bumble and we started talking. And then he said, well, maybe we should talk on the phone. I said, okay, I gave him my number. And a couple nights last week, he called me consistently. We were supposed to get together, but then it didn't work out. And he said he'd call me like the beginning of the week. And I said, okay, no problem. Like I wasn't invested in it. So it was whether it happened or not, I really didn't care. But I started to think he was pretty consistent when when he said he was going to call, and all of a sudden he's not calling. So I just shot him a text today, a little while ago, and I just said like, I thought I would have heard from you. I'm guessing you had to change your heart, which is fine. I just appreciate communication. Hope you're well. And then I said, oh, maybe I'm being a jerk. Maybe I just should have been quiet and just let it fizz. But my question is, did I overstep like a boundary by kind of just like saying that to him? Or is it okay to communicate that and just get my answer right off the bat?
Mm. All right. Kathy, let's get into it. You guys met on Bumble and you rematched, correct?
Right.
Love that. How old is he?
65.
Oh, great.
But he's never been married, doesn't have kids.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's okay. I mean, I'm
Do
not
you have
saying
kids?
I do. I have three sons.
Great. Love that. Are they older, younger?
Oh, they're older, 37, 35, and 30. And one is getting married in 2 weeks.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So here's the thing, right? Did you overstep? Girl, no. Girl, no. You're six. I mean, listen, at some point, this is why I say life phases all the time. This is why I talk about life phases so much.
Mhm.
Because life phases matter so much in this context and this conversation. You know, you don't operate like somebody that's 25. This is a whole different game. I talk about
Right.
this actually a lot. Very
Mm.
different game. They don't like to say that, but it is true.
Right.
See, it depends on what you're looking for. Right now, it sounds like you're just looking to share your life with somebody. No
Exactly.
pressure. You don't need specific outcomes. Of course, you should reach back. There's nothing wrong with that, girl. If he like you, he like you. He'll reach back out. When did you send that text?
I sent it like a little while ago. See, I mean, I
Okay,
I have my own home. I take care of myself. I'm
love that.
fit. I don't need a man.
No,
I
you
want
don't. No, you don't. No, you just want to share your life with somebody.
right.
And there's no issues with that at all. You see, the rules apply less to somebody in your phase. And trust me, I've worked with plenty. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you that it's not about, oh, particular this and that. It doesn't matter. It's about, listen, especially the guys are also in your age bracket and in your phase of life, which means most of the time, people want to find somebody to share their life with.
Right.
And sometimes with these, what actually is going to make you stand out is doing the things that people tell you don't do. It's not that big of a deal. You reach out and say, hey, listen, I thought you were this. He didn't do that. That's okay. He's going to reach back out to you.
Oh, he did. He did.
What'd he say?
And he basically said that, he was busy. He he was busy. He had a wake to go to, which I was like so embarrassed because he said a friend passed, so he had a wake, which I felt bad. And then he said he had got invited to a baseball game, and then he said he was going to another baseball game tomorrow, and he offered to call me um, on his way to the game. And I just basically said to him, I just wanted to communicate and see where things were at. I'm really busy for the next couple weeks, so let's try to get together after that.
Okay. So let me ask you a question, Kathy.
Uh huh.
So he said, "I'll give you a call," and you kinda just pushed that to the side, right?
Exactly, yes.
Why did you do that? Let me ask you a question.
Because I just didn't feel like dealing with it.
See, but
I
the problem
but
is this, right? No,
it
I'm gonna be honest with you.
mhm,
Here's part of the issue is that at your phase, sometimes people don't text the way that the younger crowd texts. And for whatever reason, it just is, right? Just develop
mhm,
they just don't do it that way.
right,
So sometimes if you find interest in a guy, I wouldn't necessarily push it back and say, okay, next couple weeks I'm busy. I think to see that's probably not the best way to get somebody interested. Like if he says he's gonna call you, say, okay, well, maybe I'm around, like give me a call. Let's see if I'm free.
right,
Why not though? Right? Because there's so much to learn from somebody when they talk to you as opposed to how they text, especially in that phase.
right. See, I'm not
Post
a I'm not
50, post
big I'm not a
45.
big I'm not a big texter. I rather talk on the phone.
S-
But
So when
this
you said, "Hey, I'm busy for the next couple of weeks," what do you say?
well, I'm busy because I have my son's rehearsal dinner next week.
Understood.
So he said to me, and I said, I'll be up north for a few days, both weeks. And he said, well, while you're up north, maybe I can meet up with you because I guess he's closer to up north than he is down here.
Mm-hmm.
So I said,
Mm-hmm.
okay, sounds good. And that was it.
Okay.
So I
Then
guess,
that's okay. Listen, but I would say moving forward, especially with him, moving forward, especially if somebody around your similar age, like you guys are most likely looking for similar things. I would
mm-hmm,
give people the benefit of the doubt. If for whatever reason, like let it happen, he was probably going to reach out, but either way, I wouldn't put too much pressure to this. It's not that big of a deal.
mm-hmm,
But I wouldn't close off the opportunity to say, "Hey, I'm unavailable the next couple of weeks, so maybe I'll in the next after that,"
hmm
because then he's going to say, "Okay, she's just unavailable and she doesn't seem that interested." Um, so
I
it's
guess
not really.
yeah, I'll be honest with you. Like I try to look at my blind spots and why I do certain things. And then I was thinking, well, maybe, last week he was pretty consistent. He said when he was going to call, he called. I talked to him 3 times. And then all of a sudden, like I noticed a change in his
Hmm,
pattern after the weekend. So then I go, oh, maybe he met somebody. Maybe he's not interested. That's okay. He's entitled to that. So then I figured, well, I'll just be the tough guy and kind of like play it cool,
understood.
kind of thing.
Understood. But Kathy, he's interested in you. He's interested in what Kathy got to offer.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame him.
Well, hello.
Okay.
He's interested in what you got, just as a good time, just as a good person. He liked the way he talked to you 3 times on the phone.
Mhm. Yeah, and they were long
Yeah,
calls too. They were over an
okay, so
yeah.
right, right, right. We like that. We love that. I would say let it play out, but I would also say operate in more just a little bit. Hear me out, Kathy. Hear me out. Just a
Uh,
little bit more good faith.
okay.
A little bit. Instead
Uh,
of being the cool one, try to be a little bit more of the less cool one. I promise you. I know it might not feel good in the moment, but hear me. I promise. Just try it.
okay.
Just try. And I will tell you, if you just give it a little bit of opening, I understand you want him to ask out, which he should have already. I agree.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
busy. He's busy. He doesn't have no kids though. So
Mm, no.
I understand you wanted to be unavailable when it suited you best, but just give a little bit of openness here because we're only working with things you can control. Because I don't know anything about this dude. Because if he was calling out, tell him, "Hey, why didn't you ask for out?"
Right, right.
But I'm
Yeah.
only talking to you because this is what we can control over here. You.
Yep. Okay.
All right, girl. Well,
I
what
listen.
is he texting you now?
Is he what?
Texting you now, or did he text you recently in the next
Yeah,
last
me
hour?
a while ago. And so basically, what he said to me was, hi, Kathy, sorry for the lack of communication. I was invited last night to the All Star game, blah, blah, blah. Going back tomorrow, the whole day. Was at a wake before for a friend. If you're around midday tomorrow, I'll give you a call when I'm going to Philly. And then I said, oh, well, I'm sorry for your loss. I hope you're okay. I just wanted to reach out and touch base. I said, honestly, the next 2 weeks are busy for me. I have my son's rehearsal dinner next week, blah, 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 blah. Maybe we can figure something out after then. And then I said, for tomorrow, I have an appointment. And
Okay, so after that, you're gonna reach out to him over the next couple weeks?
so then he said, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, okay, good night. He said, good night. And that was it.
So after the next
So,
couple weeks, because you're so busy, you're gonna reach out to him?
so I could, or like you said, if I'm up north, I'll be up north next week. I guess I could reach out to him and tell him
Yes, why
when
not? See, at this point, we gotta stop reserving ourselves,
Mhm.
honestly. We got to say, let me put my best foot forward. He actually doesn't sound like he wasn't communicating with you, in my opinion. But
Mhm.
at this point, it's not worth holding off, holding ground. I
Right.
just don't see the point at this point, right? You're not like looking for a specific outcome. You're like, yeah, I want to share my life, but like at the same time, it has to be a little bit of exchange tennis match of good faith. That's all.
Mhm. Okay.
All right,
All
Kathy.
right.
Well, I
Well,
appreciate you calling in, girl.
I'll reach out next week, and if I have an
You
update, I'll
should.
call back in.
You should. Please do.
Okay, I will.
All right. Shout out to
Thank you.
Kathy.
All
Shout out to
right.
Kathy. Shout out to Kathy. Shout out to Kathy. Perry, Perry. I'm gonna get you next. Perry, you're next. Okay, you ready? Then Heather, you're after Perry. Let's go. Because let me tell you something, ladies. I understand. I understand trying to hold off and reserve yourself because you don't want to seem too needy and available. I get that. But at a certain point in time, in the phase of life, you got to be more and more open to the good things that want to knock on that door. He was knocking on that door a little bit. He wasn't trying to hold off. He's calling you on the phone 3 times in 1 week. I mean, you got to give a little bit of credit to the man. He said he wants to call you tomorrow. You got to tell him, no, I'm unavailable the next 2 weeks. I got things busy going on. Okay, I know you want him to chase, but give a moment here. At some point, you can, give a little bit. Give a little bit. All right, come on, Perry. Step up. Let's do this. Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Perry,
Perry. Yes.
I have a little bit
I
of an
have a little
echo.
bit
Am
of
I
an
in the
echo. Am I
background
in
or
the
something?
background or something? No, no, but I can connect from my phone if
Try that.
stuck. Try that. You might be on.
All right, I'll remove you. Go ahead. Try that.
Go ahead. Try that. All right. How is it now? Is it better?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. Is it better
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I still hear it.
I still hear it. Okay. I will connect.
Try it again. Just call
Try it
right
again.
back
Just
in.
call right back in. All right. Okay.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. I had to. I heard an echo. I don't know if you guys did, but I heard an echo on that one. I've never heard that on YouTube yet so far, so I had to tell her. I couldn't go on the whole show like that. Come on. We're gonna work through some things, guys. If you want to work through some things, Heather, I see you. I'm gonna get you right next. Heather, don't move. Heather, don't you move. Let's see if Perry can get it in here.
How is that now?
Hello.
Is it better?
It is better.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Fantastic. Okay. Now, how do you pronounce your name?
Perry, you are pronouncing right. Perry.
Patty.
Yeah.
Like Patty.
Perry, yeah.
Okay, Patty. Patty, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Australia, but I am originally Turkish. So I'm 32
Okay, you're an
years
Australian.
old.
You're an Australian Turk.
Yes, right.
Great. Okay, so you're from Australia. I'm sorry, you're in Australia right now.
Yes, I am.
Great. And how old are you?
32.
Okay, 32. Go ahead. What you got for us? Hit us. Hit us with some good stuff.
I'm very excited. So if I can't make my story straight, just ask.
It's okay. We'll work on it together. Go ahead, hit me.
Yeah. So I met with a guy 3 weeks ago from Hinge, and he's 35 years old. He's got his shit together. He's very charming and smart. He was pretty much ticking all the boxes, and we had a date. First date, we meant to go outside, but we did at his place. But it was very no kissing, nothing. I treat it like we are having the date outside. It's he was very genuine. It was the point wasn't inviting home. So we spent 8 hours together. He cooked dinner, we watched some movie, like everything was amazing. So I left his place, no kissing, nothing affectionate, but he did the move. He put his arm over my shoulders, things like that. And then he's a FIFO worker. I don't know if you are familiar with FIFO. FIFO, fly in, fly out. So he's in town for a week and out of town for a week. So he went to work for a week and we did FaceTime every day.
Where does he live?
Brisbane, Australia.
Okay, go ahead.
And then he didn't ask me out because I have a child, 5 years old child. and I have a schedule, you know, my time is limited. And he's also busy when he comes back from work. So, and I asked him, like, are we going to see each other? He said, yeah, I'm thinking of over the weekend. I'm talking about the second week. And then, yeah, we organized the second date. It's a bit tricky story. Long story short, again, it ended up at his place. And then we kissed each other, da da da. But we didn't have sex. So the next day morning, we went to street market. He got me a plans, and we are still talking. But he's a bit cold, and I asked him, "Is there any shift in his energy?" Like he said, "No, I'm just busy." But he's kind of like independent, and he needs some more space. And he told me that as well, because we were talking every day. He said, "This is a bit fast for me," and I said, "Okay." We can go a bit slower. Now I've been not
What's a bit
texting
fast?
him.
What's fast?
Doing everyday FaceTime was too fast for him.
Okay, so it's too much for him. He didn't like all that.
Yeah,
Right?
it was too much for him. But when I didn't call him or texted him, he was checking in on me, like he was texting me every day.
Sure. He just didn't
Um,
want to FaceTime every day. That's right.
yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
And he's how old
Uh,
again? 35?
35, yes.
35. Okay, go ahead. We can get to the end of the story. Go ahead. Finish this off.
Yeah,
Round us
yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then now, he got a COVID. He couldn't go back work. We meant to see each other on Monday, but I didn't confirm, so there was a bit misunderstanding. We couldn't see each other, and I get a lot of pressure from my girlfriends, and they say, he needs to call, he needs to make a plan, he needs to text you. Has he texted you? And I feel so anxious. And now we've been not talking last 2 days. He hasn't texted me. I haven't texted. I wanted to give him space, but dynamic is a bit like I seem very keen, and I want to change this dynamic. I don't know what to do from here. And
You seem very keen. Is that what you said?
yes, I find him very attractive. And
All right.
yeah.
Now, remind me, you've been out with him how many times?
Can you say again, please? Reception.
Sure. How many times have you seen him in person?
2 times, like a first date, second date, and I slept at his place. We didn't have sex. So
Okay.
next day we went to street markets.
Okay. Now, has he been pretty consistent with you so far?
Yeah, he is. He has
is?
been. Yeah,
Up
he's
and
been
up.
like
Okay.
at the end of the day, even if we don't talk, at the end of the day, he's sending me a long message. And what has he done all day?
Okay. So every day. Every day?
Every day,
Hello?
yes.
Okay, every day. Great, fantastic. When is he coming back? When is he flying back in?
Sorry, the reception is so bad.
Sure, no worries. When is he flying back in? When is he back home?
Reception is so bad.
Okay, okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear
On
me?
and
Can you hear me
off.
now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
On and off.
All right. When is he coming back home? When is he coming back home? All right. Can you guys not hear me? Or is it just petty?
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. So when is he coming back home? When is he coming back home? He's away right now. Yes?
He's now home because he got COVID. He cannot go work. But
Okay.
after that, he's gonna go Tasmania for
Great.
hiking, and then again he's gonna. So next 2-3 weeks we are not gonna see each other.
Okay. Okay. How far does he live from you? How far does he live from you? How far does he live from you? How far does he live from you?
20 minutes.
20.
How far does it live from you? How far does it live from you?
All right. We're on a delay here, Patty. We're on a delay.
the
Petty, call
reception.
back. Call back in. Petty, call back in.
Okay.
All right, guys. Let me tell you something about what Petty's situation is like. Let me just educate you on this real quick. I'm going to tell her when she comes back, but essentially is that okay? Her girlfriends are getting in the way. Heather, you're next. I see you, Heather T, in the chat. I'm going to get to you next. Do not leave. Her girlfriends are getting in the way, and I'm going to tell you what. Okay, he's got COVID. Okay. All right, Patty.
Yeah.
Are you here?
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Okay, so he's been consistent with you. He is home. He just can't see you right now.
Reception. So bad.
Okay, so she bounced off. Anyway, here's the point. The point is this. He's been consistent. Her girlfriends are getting in her head, which is giving her anxiety about what he should be doing and what he's not doing and why she needs to keep up. Now, some of that may be legit, but most of it is probably not. Let's be honest with ourselves right now. Let's be honest with ourselves right now. We all know how our girlfriends are. So why don't you cut the bull BS? Hello.
Hello. How is it now?
Betty, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. There's a little bit of an echo, but I'm willing to finish this thing off.
Thank you.
All right. So the point is this. Your girlfriends are getting in your head. Why do you have anxiety?
It's, I think, I don't know, it is not what I'm used to, maybe. He's cool, he's slow, this is very nice, but yeah. Yeah, it's okay for me. I'm busy as well.
Right.
He's taking time.
Right.
Yeah.
And he knows you have a 5-year-old?
Yes, yes,
Does he want kids?
yes,
Do you?
yes. 50-50. And I shared this with him. I told him that.
Right, but that's a big deal for many guys. If he says he wants it, I'm not gonna lie, he's gonna choose the person who also wants it at some point.
He's also not 100%. He's like a 70% he wants.
I don't buy it.
Okay.
I ain't buying, pal. You ain't fucking buying. Yeah, he ain't doing that to me, pal. Anyway, long story short, I understand. Why don't you let it play out? And by the way, because he's been taking initiative, you said yes?
Yep.
Okay. He's been texting you. You should be texting him too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you up on this right now. You should. Anybody telling you you shouldn't doesn't understand the situation well enough.
But he said he wants a bit space, like he's independent. And
I'm not saying FaceTime him. I'm not saying you're demanding FaceTimes. I'm just saying you're the one saying I want to hold back. Okay, you can hold back, but my point is a little bit of effort will be appreciated and reciprocated. I'm saying that okay, if he's saying he doesn't want to deal with it, he's not asking you out, that's one thing. But if you're just holding back and you don't want to reach out because you have a lot of pride here, I don't think that's going to get you that far.
I feel like he's trying to fizzle things out. I don't know.
Why
It's
do you
just a
feel
gut
that way?
feeling.
Why do you feel that way?
Because he's COVID as well. I don't know. Like I'm expecting more.
Okay.
Maybe
You're expecting more. What are you expecting?
Texas, more Texas,
You
more.
said he. Hold on a second. You said he texts you every day.
Just the one message at the end of the day, but he like a long message, whatever he's done during the day. He's kind of like it's rather than connection, it is like a end of the day report, you know? It's
Understood. Then why don't you tell him this one text right here? Say, hey, listen, when you get some time in the next couple of days, give me a call.
okay.
Don't rely on this text stuff. If you want to get more connection, you've already seen him twice. Tell him that right there. And if he does, he does. If he doesn't, there you go.
All right.
Don't ever stress about this. It
Mhm.
is what it is. You know, you don't put so much pressure on this. I understand your position and why you might like him, and it's a thing. And you know, he's so cool, and he's operating this way. He's operating like he's too cool for this. Here's the thing: if he's telling you these end of day messages, just tell him straight up. Say, hey, listen, when you get some time in the next couple of days, give me a ring. When he does, great, connect, and then you could just straight out say, him, hey, listen, if we're not going to see each other for the next month, that's okay, no worries. But when you get back in, I'm looking forward to seeing what you plan for us. You know, and that's all you got to do. That's it. Leave it, and then you watch how he moves. Now, most of your girlfriends would say never do that because they don't understand men and they're haters and they really don't want you to win more than they're winning. They want you to win, they just don't want you to win more than them. Now,
Yeah.
let's be honest about that. You're in a position right now. I don't know how he feels about it, but you know, you have a 5-year-old, which puts you in a position in his eyes. He's saying, "Wow, I know. Does she even want to have more kids?" And their answer is maybe, maybe not. So that's a big factor for him. And as much as we don't want to consider it, it is. That's why I'm saying you might as well put your best foot forward with somebody you actually really like, as opposed to saying, "Well, if he don't like you, he don't like, you know, he's gonna reach out, let it go." It's not gonna work that way.
All right, I'm gonna
All
send
right, Perry.
that text.
All
Thank you
right,
so
Patty.
much, Benny.
Appreciate you.
I
Appreciate you, girl.
appreciate it.
Best of luck to you. Shout out to Patty. Patty had the T. You on the queue. Let's go, girl. Liz, I see you. I'm gonna get to you right after Heather. Very good. Okay, she's not listening. Let's do it. Guys, let me tell you something right now. I understand your hunch and your desire to reserve yourself and not be available and all this. But let me tell you something right now. When it comes to the right guy that you actually like, you're playing games with not him. You're playing with yourself. You're playing games with yourself. I ain't gonna lie to you. And some people are worth doing things for, and some aren't. When you find somebody that's worth doing things for, you might as well do it because you ain't got shit to lose. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Heather.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing, girl?
Oh, fabulous. I'm doing well. How are you?
I love fabulous.
I have a very different kind of question for you.
Where are you calling from?
I am calling from California, so Northern
North, south?
California, north.
Okay, North
Yeah,
California. And how old are you? And how old are you?
I'm 45.
45.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 45, North California. What you got for us?
So how do I get these guys off my jock? Like I okay, so I I have a hard time like being kind of upfront about things. Um, so I've found myself a little bit more. I'm new to the dating again because I'm divorced as of uh, the end of 2024, and so I just kind of recently started dating again. And actually, right now I took myself off the market because I couldn't handle it anymore.
Okay,
But
but what do
yeah,
you mean getting guys off your job?
but so I have these guys that just like won't take a hint. Like I ghost them and then they text me and then they keep texting and they keep texting, and so then like I don't know how to like say like I'm not interested, or I don't I don't want to keep talking, like um so I notice what I want in a relationship and what I don't want. And I don't like when it's like a pen pal kind of situation where you're like texting back and forth. And I would tell them that in the beginning, and then they don't get the hint, and then they keep wanting to like just text back and forth. I have one guy who he just he I don't know. He was like texting me. We were texting for a little bit, and then I realized this is going nowhere. So I kind of stopped texting him, and then he'd text me, and then I'd be like, yeah, we're not really right for each other. And then he got all mad. And then he kept texting me again. It's like the more I tell them that I'm not interested, the more they want to like hunt me down. Do I just
So you're
block him?
trying to tell me, hold on a second. Let me get this straight. You're trying to tell me that your issue is trying to beat guys off with a stick.
Right, the wrong guy's off with a stick. Because I want to make space for the right one when the time is. I've took myself off the market because I just there were too many, and I. This is a weird problem to have, okay? But there was just too many, and I couldn't deal with it. So I was like, I'm taking myself off. I'm gonna just worry about myself and you know just chill for a little bit, and then later on we'll try again. But
Too
some of
many
the
guys. Hold on a second. Let me stop you. Too
yeah
many guys that are your type that you don't want to deal with.
no, they're not. I mean, no, not really. I
Hold on a
mean,
second. How often? Let's go into this. How long would you talk to these guys? How long would you talk to these guys for? A day or like 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
yeah, like um not a day. It'd be more a couple weeks, 3 weeks. I
Couple
don't know,
weeks.
just to like fill it out, see, what's going on. Some of them live far, so it was like that's probably not going to happen.
Listen, your problem's not getting attention. Listen. So a lot of women, maybe you love attention from guys. They just do. Period.
I
End of
do.
story.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not gonna lie.
exactly. So sometimes subconsciously you keep guys like this around because sometimes it's validating. Sometimes it feels nice. And sometimes, as much as you say, "Oh, but how do I get rid of him?" You don't really want to deep down inside because it feels good. If you wanted to get rid of him, you just say straight up, "Hey, listen, I found somebody I'm just not really that interested, but I appreciate it."
Is that what I should say?
Yeah,
Because
and just say, "Listen, I'm
because
not that
I
interested.
could
I'm
totally
not
say
interested
that.
right now. I'm sorry, I'm not interested, but best of luck to you."
Yeah,
Why
but
did
I
you say
said
that?
that. I said that, but he was like he got all
How old
mad
is
and he
he?
was
How old? How old is he?
okay, he's younger.
How
So
old?
yeah,
How
so
old?
this
How
one
old?
is young. There's
How
two that
old?
are
How old?
trying. This one
Give
is
me age.
35.
Give me an
This
age.
one's 35.
35. Great. He
Yeah.
wants pancakes
Of
because he
course he
knows
does.
he knows this ain't gonna work out. He wants pancakes with maple syrup on the side and give him some extra Vermont butter. That's what he wants, and you know that. And I'm pretty
I
sure
know.
if I were to ask him that question, if I were to say, "Hey, listen, homeboy, why don't you come up to the plate?" If he was in here, if I said, "Hey, listen, Johnny, come up to the plate. Tell me what she's been doing." He would I guarantee he would say, "Yeah, she's been showing interest, but she's not been, she's been like pushing me off, but she's been a little bit like, get away, stop." But I mean, like, don't. I know, I can tell, I can hear it in your voice.
So I
See,
go I ghosted him for like, I don't know, maybe a week and a half. And today he texts me and I didn't text him back. And then he texts me again and I didn't text him back. And he texts me again and I didn't text him back. And then he texts me two more times. And I'm like, what is happening? Leave me alone.
you
I
love
don't
it. You love it. That's the
I
problem. You love it. You love it.
I wanna learn how to be like a
You,
villain.
no, no, you love this. You love this stuff, and you hate that you love it, but you love it. That's the problem we're
Oh
facing right now.
yeah.
That's the problem we're facing. You know that, right?
Yeah,
You
but
love it that these younger guys are coming after you.
I'm ready for
It's.
them to go away. Like I
Then tell them
wanna
straight up. Tell them straight up. Say, "Hey, I met somebody else. It's not going to work out. I appreciate it
okay.
though."
Yeah, because he asked me, he said, "Are you not single anymore?" And I was thinking about just lying and be like, "Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm totally not single anymore.
Great, and then
Sorry."
yeah, then go ahead. Then if that's what you're going to have to do, because he's looking for some wontons.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. And then my ex, he keeps trying to come back in my life. One of my
Listen, I don't want to
exes.
hear that you have a problem with getting rid of men, honestly, because this is not going to work. Because everybody in here is going to say, "Yo, the nerve of her to call in here up in here and talk about she
Ah,
has problem batting off men with a stick."
I'm too nice. I don't know how to be like. I don't know how to
How about
be.
how about this? How about the men that you want? Where are they at?
The men that I want, or I have not met yet.
Oh, you haven't met them. Were you married
Well,
before?
it's been a while.
Were you married?
Yeah, I was married. Yeah, I was married. I
And
was
when did
married
you
for
guys get
five
a divorce?
years.
When did you guys get a divorce?
October 2024 is when we were like we're done.
All right, so 2 years ago. And then you moved out or he moved out?
So we actually had a lease, so we had to like live together in separate rooms, but I wasn't really. I dated a little bit in March.
All right, so hold on a second. Do you still
Just
live together? Do you still live together?
no, no, God, no,
You don't.
no, no, no.
So where'd you move? You moved how far away?
So we actually moved from Florida to California as because we have a daughter together. So we moved to California, and he lives like an hour away, and I live an hour north and I predominantly have my daughter, and he has himself, and he's with her a
Okay.
couple days a
Well,
week.
okay.
So
Fantastic. So have you have you dated in the last year?
yeah, so I in January I was kind of dating, but I didn't really like I wasn't really in it. So then I just stopped, and then recently, um, probably around March or so, I started dating again, and I was on there for like a week. I was on Hinge for like a week, and I was like, I gotta get off. I can't. This is too much for me.
Okay.
So
Okay. I feel like your problem is so broad that you're trying to talk to everybody else about how to get rid of dudes. You have too many guys swimming at your feet right now, apparently, but none of
I
them clock to you.
I mean, I stopped talking to. I had like a handful that I was talking to, and then I just kind of gradually stopped
But talking
talking
to
to
means
them.
nothing. That's just attention. I'm asking you,
Yeah.
how do you, what about the men that you want? Where are they?
Um, there was one that I dated that I liked, but he turned out to be kind of not very nice guy.
How do
I
you meeting them? How you meet them?
so I was on Hinge for a little bit, and then I'm on Vaguely, which is like another. There's not really many guys on there, so um, I don't know. It, I've gone on a couple dates, but it's just not really the fit for me. I'm very picky, so
All right.
and
So
I
you're very
and you know
picky. You're trying to get rid of guys. I mean, what's really your issue here? I feel like, I'll tell you what I think it is. I feel like your issue is that you might get a lot of attention from these guys, but none of them meet up to what it is that you're looking for.
exactly, and I need
How
to
many
learn
of them?
how
How
to
many of
say
them? Let me ask you, how many of them are under 40?
under 40.
Yep.
Um, probably most of them.
Yeah. There you
Probably
go.
most of
Thank you.
them.
Thank you.
They're in their late 30s or early
Thank you.
40s.
Thank you. Okay,
So I've
early 40s, doable, but we're
yeah.
talking about when the guy's in his 30s, 45, in his 30s. I know everybody's going to say, "Oh, that's okay." Listen to me. Most of these guys want a good time. My point is, forget about the people you love attention from, because I know it's validating to get attention from younger dudes, but let me tell you something right now. It can feel this way. Maybe you've been in a marriage for a little bit, so I can understand that this is good, that you might like that for a moment. It's all fine and dandy. But what I will tell you is that, how do you start to put yourself in position to meet the kind of guys that you want, that are more committable in the things that you want, if that's what you're looking for?
Well, that's what I was thinking is like what I want to do is I want to just focus on myself and become the right partner for the partner that I'm searching for because I'm really into health and fitness, all of that. So I need someone who's into that and so I don't know. There's just a lot of criteria and I do want someone, in their upper 30s or 40s. My husband, my last husband, my first husband, last husband, my ex-husband, he was the first and only. He was 10 years younger than me. And so that was I don't know, just younger guys are attracted to me and I'm attracted to them obviously, but I think at this point in time in my life, like I agree with you. I would like someone who's more mature and a little, more settled, I guess, and
Okay. So
all of that.
listen, I don't think you need my help tonight. Sounds like you're just, you came in trying to bat dudes away. But let me tell you something. Let's just figure out how where, if you feel like you're ready to date, which sounds like you might be. I don't know. It's up to you.
Maybe in a month.
Okay. So if you want to focus on yourself, that's up to you, right? I'm assuming you don't want any more children.
No, I'm done. I'm totally done.
Great. So then date guys your age and older.
Yeah, I'm totally done.
All right.
Yeah, maybe
All right.
adoption if that's something, but I'm not done birthing.
All right. All right. All right. Well, shout out to you, Heather. Thank you for calling in for this.
All right.
Thank you for giving us a
Thanks.
giggle. All
Thanks.
right, girl. The frick. Thank you for giving us a giggle for tonight. Jesus Christmas. What an evening. Welcome to the Benny Show. Well, listen, I understand. I understand. I get it. Young guys coming up to you. Listen, I understand. But if your main problem is trying to figure out how to bat dudes away, we got bigger issues to fry. And by the way, I know that's not her biggest problem. I know that's just what she came in with. But I know if I were to really dig my nose like a little hound dog in that dirt, I would have found some little dirty sniff. I would have found some dirty stuff right there. I would have said to myself, okay, this is really her problem. She doesn't want to say it. It might be hard to say, but that's not my job right now tonight. I just give what people tell me. But in general, I typically tend to know that's typically the face level. That's the face level problem. But that's not really the root issue here. Now, shall we go, Liz? I see you. Liz just opted out. She was just here. Now she bounced. But let me tell you something, guys. I understand. Oh, Liz is back. All right, Liz, I'm going to get to you in just 1 second. Let me just give me a moment. I'll get to you. Hit the link, guys. For everybody in here, you can hit, if you want to call into the show tonight, you hit the link in my comment section and in the description. It's there. It's a StreamYard link. You can now enter stage right, and it goes backstage, and then I will call you in one by one, boom, 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 and then you will exit stage left. It's very, very simple. Very simple. I don't want dating to be this difficult for people. And I'm afraid that we've gotten to a place where it's been really cloudy about how we deal with situations and people and understanding. And early stage relationships could always be difficult because there's always so much risk involved. And we get very confused about things. And we say, okay, this guy's doing this guy's doing that. Listen to me. Let's center ourselves here. Let's get back to the business here. All right. Here we go, Liz. Hello.
Hi, Benny. Can you hear me?
Liz, I can hear you. You were just on video and you took yourself off, which I'm okay with. I just wanted to give you that. Okay. Where are you calling from, Liz?
I'm calling from Canada.
Shout out to Lizzie from Canada.
Yeah. And I'm 39 years old and dating someone who's 42.
Okay.
And honestly, I just want to say thank you so much. I've been following all your advice and been through some life up and downs. And and this guy has been such a good, secure partner. Met some of his family. It's been going really, really good. And I'm on summer holiday.
Amazing.
Yeah. It just feels so secure. It feels so good. It feels so reassured. There's no game playing. I think in our age, it just feels good.
Yes.
And one of the things that I wanted to ask, which I follow a lot of your Q&As, but this one hasn't quite come up and I just don't know what to do. And I hate to say it. I want to ask you versus my girlfriends.
And I hate to say this, but that's probably a better move. And I'm just being honest. It's probably a better move. I'm too objective.
Yeah.
Your girlfriends are typically tend to not yours, but in general.
In general, yeah. And so I'm in a position where I'll be on holidays for a couple weeks, which I'm super grateful for. And it just so happens that my boyfriend's going to be on some holidays too. He has a teenage son who's on holidays and busy and working and things like that. And the topic of conversation about taking a trip together has not come up yet. And we've been together, we met on Hinge in November, and we've been pretty much exclusive and officially dating since December. So it's been at least 6 months. And I just don't know, in my opinion, and this is where it's going to be a little weird too, is because I don't know if I should bring it up. And is it something where a guy wants to take you on vacation or wants to plan a trip for you? Or what would you recommend on how to handle it if you want to keep expanding and growing this relationship, but it hasn't come up yet?
Okay. So he's a dad of how many?
One teenage boy who just turned 17.
Okay. Got it. And you guys are in a relationship or?
Oh yeah, I've met his mom. He's met my mom. We've done family dinners together. I met his sister. It's official. It's great.
Great. So how far does he live from you?
Oh, a 10-minute drive.
Wow. Nice. Well, good for you, by the way.
Thank you. And thank you for your advice.
Yeah, no, listen, I just try to give people the more good faith approaches. But good for you. Okay, so let's talk about this because I think this is an important topic. Now, what is it that he's looking for ultimately out of dating? Are you guys kind of on the same page about that, or you don't really know yet?
We've both been married and divorced.
Okay, got it.
His ex-partner has moved on. The teenage boy often like it's shared custody. It's so great. Yeah,
Got you.
there's
And
there's
you
there's
don't
not.
have any kids either, or no?
I don't have any children, and
Do you
he
want any or
knows
no?
that. No, he knows that. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
kind of past that age. Yeah,
got you. Okay.
we both have careers. We're both on holidays now. We both have
hmm
a couple weeks off.
Yes, of course. See, you're in a very interesting phase of life, similar to his. Same. And you guys are in a relationship, which means you've passed the whole vetting. Hey, are we compatible? Can we get to know each other? At least you're on in the next phase.
That's right.
There should absolutely happen a trip.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Only thing you have to say now, listen, sometimes guys don't bring it up because they don't necessarily think the same way about these things that women do. Now, not to say he hasn't thought about it. Maybe he has. Maybe he just he hasn't been vocal about it. But you should definitely bring it up if there's something you want. You guys are already in a relationship. Like, there's no pressure here. It's over
Yeah.
with. I mean, you could definitely easily bring that up. And all you have to say to him is that, hey, listen, what do you think about going somewhere? Like a trip?
Yeah.
And see what he says. Ask him, what do you think about going on a trip somewhere? And I guarantee you his next word is going to say, where are you thinking? Guaranteed. He's going to say, where are you thinking?
I guess I'm just like, I know how to do the double back Bonnie. I know how to do the eyes. I know how to do the touch and the piano finger. I know how to do it all. I need Benny's like script on what to say in this
Yeah,
situation.
I just did it right now. You want to practice? Go ahead. Hit me.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Just be like, oh God, I don't even know what to say.
I just told you. Go ahead.
It'd be like, it'd be so nice to, just get out of the city for a little while.
Okay, let's just say his name is Jed. Okay, let's just assume. Hey, Jed, why don't you just say this? Here we go, verbatim. Hey, Jed, what do you think about a trip? What do you think about leaving and getting out of here and going somewhere and on like a mini vacation?
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Ask him what he thinks. Now, he's going to tell you a couple of things. He's going to say, well, number one, he's going to ask you where, because regardless of how he feels about it, that's the number one thing he's going to say. He's going to say, well, where are you thinking? And you're gonna say, I don't know. It's just in my head. I was just thinking about getting out of here. By the way, and there's a benefit in going away with somebody because you get to see them in different circumstances, and it's very important. People go away. I'm a big proponent of leaving, especially in a relationship. Of course. There's nothing to lose by you asking this. You're already in a relationship with this guy.
Right.
You shouldn't even be hesitating. You should absolutely. 39. He's 42. Of course.
And what if he's like, I don't know, I didn't think about it, or I'd be like,
okay, great. So, okay, great. Let's ready. I'm gonna say it right now. Ready? Okay. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it actually.
And that's where I would just go.
Great. Well, if I were you, I'd say, great. That's okay. Well, how about this? I'll give you another day or two, and you could think about it, and then we could talk again.
Oh, okay. Yep.
How's that sound, Jetty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Okay. I just wanted to implant that in, and just plant a little seed, and we can revisit whenever you're ready. But I would love that. I would love to get away with you. I'd love to have a good time outside of things we've been doing. And if that's an option, let's do it.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Whatever
do,
you
don't
just said right there, Benny, that's
Yeah. It rubbed you the right way, didn't it? It
it
tickled you.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh yeah, well,
That's
if
right.
there's anything that you're interested in, you just want to get away for a bit.
That's
If you
right.
just want to think about it, yeah, just think about it and let's chat about it next time we see each other.
That's right. If this is an option, let's do it.
Oh, this is good. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Tickle up.
Yeah.
That's
Because
right.
everything's been going so good. And, like there's been
Mhm.
some overnights and some really like nice times like between our houses. But I think, it would just be so nice to get them cozy by the lake somewhere in a cabin and, yeah,
That's right.
that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Say, listen, no, a cabin sounds kind of nice to me. A little cozy time up there, and who knows what can happen up there.
That's right. That's right.
Alright, get out get
Oh my
out get
gosh.
out of here, Liz. You
Benny,
better
I
go
love you
talk to
so
him.
much. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Liz.
You're the
Shout out to
best.
Liz.
Okay.
Get her off my get get Liz off my thing. She's getting too much into it. She's getting too into the conversation. You heard her? You heard her? She's like, "Yeah," then we going, "Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like mhm. We're gonna send a little feather to tickle those little feeties. Those little feety tahitis and in between those toesy mosies. I'm done with you." Sick of you. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. See, I'm just trying to tell you. That's the way you wanna navigate this. See, I have a thesis. Sometimes my thesis speaks to me, and sometimes it just kinda comes to me. This one, it come to me. When people come up with scenarios, you gotta find a way to insert your magic with a little bit of zest, a little bit of flow. It doesn't have to be so bricky. It has to be a little flow. Don't think of it like brick by brick. Think of it like by water and ocean. Flow, give and pull, tug and pull, ticky tack. Yeah. Notice this. Notice this. It wasn't, I think we should go on a trip. Would you like to go on a trip? Great. That's brick by brick. That's different. That's not what I'm telling you, and that's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm saying is, I just want to implant a little seed, but if it's an option, let's discuss more. Well, I haven't really thought about it. That's okay. We could talk back in another couple of days. I just wanted to implant this in your mind, and we could talk about it then. Boom, bang, bing, boom. You see that? Makes it feel right. Makes it feel like, yo, she knows how to ebb and flow with me. It's a hot tub. Toots? Yes. It's a hot tub. Let the water bubbles come up. You're sitting in stagnant water like you're in a pond. Girl, let the bubbles bubble. Yes. Say, "Hey, listen, if this is an option, let's consider it. Would love to do it." You see how I just implanted that in your mind without you even saying it was your idea, but it was your idea, but it was really my idea? See that? It's magic. You guys have to learn this little give and take, plug and pull, flow with ocean magic, because that's really how you control the chessboard. So many of you ladies are trying to play the chess game, and that's where you end up getting messed up. You end up playing laying brick by brick. He plays brick by brick every day. Why are you playing brick by brick? That's not gonna get him. That's not gonna woo him. That's not he's gonna be like, "Okay, I can understand." Your game is not the pawn in the chess game. Your game is the author of the chess game. In order to do that, you have to understand the players, and you have to send a wave in that thing. Let that thing just whoosh, whoosh. See? Beautiful if you allow it to be. Tickle down. Now, we're at the point we just reached an hour. We're on a good time right now. But that's the way to make it work. Sometimes the beautiful ebb and flow of the ocean, God, is so much better than the pool. That's why we prefer oceans. Now, pools are fun. We love pools. But the ocean just flows in and out, makes things unique, fun, interesting, interactive, gives us activities. It makes us feel like we have control of these waves when we don't. We don't. They just come and go. But it makes us feel like we're participating, not in the pool. Anyway, long story short, guys, here's the thing. Before I hop off tonight, I want to give anybody else an opportunity tonight. I know some of you guys can't see in the description. As you guys can see, I have a link in the description that you can call into the show tonight. I also have a link in the chat. So if you want to call in, I'm going to give one more opportunity. Here's what I say. Now, Benny, why do you think it used to be so easy to meet someone, get married, stay together, etc., and now well, here we are? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious for most of us, but optionality, level of options, FOMO, social media, comparison, the art of comparison. Those are the big factors. See, if you're used to dating in a pond, which is your neighborhood, or at least back in the day was your village, you had, 6, 7 guys, and maybe 3 or 4 of those were people you'd be like, "Oh, I would take Brad," or "I would take Geraldo." Geraldo looks interesting. It was a village. It was only really about, okay, we get to meet people in our city, in our village, in our vicinity, in our neighborhood. Now everybody's competing. It's a global dating market. So now it's not just people that you get to see here. It's you're not only comparing Billy Bob Joe and Juan, you're comparing Billy Bob Joe and Enrique all the way in Spain, or Vladimir all the way in Russia. And Vladimir has a yacht. And by the way, extrapolate that to every other fucking country. That's why. Those were the days. Yes, they were, but they're no longer the days. Sadly, sadly. Darn it. Dang it. Dang it, show. All right, top fans. What is top fans? Oh, I got Mary. Oh, Mary's a top fan. Oh, how do you guys get top fans? See, moving forward, I'm gonna also have super chats probably after this one, but we'll see. I'm just starting to get my openness here on YouTube. So, if a guy, I'm gonna read off what you just said. Um, if a guy tell you after being 3 years with him cannot live with you because of religion, what should I do? We're together 3 years and he doesn't want to move on until he get married, but he is not sure. Well, if he's not sure after 3 years, what makes you think he's going to be sure after another year? Why would he be sure in another 2 months? If he didn't marry you after 3 years, I mean, depending on where you guys are at and how your age, your life phase, he ain't gonna marry you. If he ain't married after 3 years, what is he waiting for magic to happen? Huh? He's waiting for a donkey to come down and crown him? Sadly mistaken, my friend. Sadly mistaken. So, yeah, find that one, pal. Andrea, I see you in the queue. I'm gonna call you in right about now, papa. Right ding, da, 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 ding. How to become a top fan? I don't know because you know what? I'm moving forward. There's going to be I think after maybe tomorrow I'm going to be starting the super chats. I believe I have access to. I don't have access to super chats until I had a certain threshold of hours watched, but I think after tomorrow I should be able to do that. So a super chat is something I'll get to it tomorrow. Once it's here, I'll get to you. Hello,
Hey,
Andrea.
hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you very clearly. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Tokyo.
Tokyo. Oh, there we go. All right, calling from Tokyo. And how old are you?
I'm 28.
28. All right, what you got for us, girl? Yes.
Um, so I've been dating this guy for 2 months, and uh, you're gonna think I'm crazy for being still dating him, but basically, the 1.5 a month, everything was very consistent, and we met once a week. A couple of times we met twice a week, and I don't know, everything was flowing really good, and mm, he still was like very, how can you say, the communication. He has ADHD and stuff like that, so the communication sometimes was a little bit off. And by day 3, I called it out, and you know, immediately he was like, "I'm sorry. I know I've been confusing. But I promise you, I'm serious and my interest is genuine. And can I meet you
Okay.
tomorrow? Can have a
Okay.
conversation?"
Okay.
And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds good." And he came the next day and we had a conversation. And he's a freelancer and he gets these projects, and he was very like vulnerable with me, even just from that time. So his ex had broken up with him for the same reason.
Okay, let's get to the root issue.
And
Go ahead. Let's finish it off. It's okay. It's okay. I got you. I'm here. I just
sorry.
want to get to the root issue. No worries.
Yeah, so basically the root issue is I haven't heard from him now for 2 weeks. And it's immediately after, like, he got a project work opportunity. And so that's when he tends to, like, get overwhelmed and not know when he can meet.
All right. All right.
Um,
Let me ask my questions, okay, Andrea?
yes, please.
All right. So you're in Japan. Is he Japanese?
Yes.
Are you?
No.
Where are you from again? I'm sorry. Maybe I missed that.
Iceland?
Iceland. Oh, very nice. So he's Japanese. You're from Iceland. Now you're again. You're how old again? 25?
28, 29
28.
this year.
And how old is he?
31.
31. Okay. So you met him. How many times you guys seen each other?
9 times.
9 in 2 months.
Yeah, so a couple of times we met twice a week, but otherwise we met like once a week.
Okay, that's not bad, right?
Yeah.
All right, but in the last 2 weeks, you're saying to me that he got busy with work. Did he leave for work, or is he still in the same city?
So the last text he texted me was I was like, is everything okay? And he was like, everything's okay. I have to leave for this prefecture, I don't know, 7-hour drive away.
He said that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he had to leave, and that was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. And then, because I know he isn't chit-chatting on text, and, that's fine with me. And he's been open about that.
Where did he go? Where exactly did he go?
Aichi Prefecture. It's quite far from Tokyo. And he did tell me he got this, like, job opportunity suddenly into his hands. And it's a freelance project, like a music video thing. And, good for opportunity for him. And I know he has, like, ADHD and tends to get sucked into his projects like that. And
Yeah, and that's fine, and he can have ADHD and all that other goobly gob. He can have all that. But no, and I'm not making an excuse for him. I'm just saying he can have that, but it doesn't hold you off for 2 weeks, right?
yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking.
No, it doesn't. That's not an excuse for some. See, ADHD is not an excuse for somebody to not contact somebody for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, is he away for work? Is my question.
Currently, I'm
Mhm.
like, I honestly don't know. He has, uh, like I say, for the past, I think it's been now exactly 2 weeks since I last heard from him.
All right, and that was the text you just described to me.
The last text was,
Yep, that
yeah,
one you just talked about, right?
yeah.
Okay. And did he say, "Hey, I'll hit you back when I get back," or what did he say?
No, but just to be even more annoying, on our last date, um, we had a conversation about his communication issues, right? So
Okay.
following up, and
Okay. And what did he say?
he said he's already scared fucking things up the same way his ex relationship fucked up.
Okay. So let's get to it, right? It doesn't sound like he's really ready for commitment of sorts. Maybe it's with you, maybe it's with everybody. I don't know. But it doesn't sound like he's making action, whether it's work related, whether it's ADHD related, whatever it's related to. It doesn't sound like he's has the ability to. Now, 2 weeks ago, who left the last text? Was there a question asked, or was it just left on a statement?
So that was my text. So after his last text about him going to that prefecture, I was like, okay, that sounds good. Good luck, And then and a couple of days after, I was like, hey, how are you doing? And, you know, it's normal for him not to respond for hours. So, like, 1.5 a
It has,
day.
yeah, but it hasn't been hours. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then he didn't respond to that, and
Okay.
and then I sent again, can you call me? and again, nothing. And
And that was
he,
it.
yeah, and
All
since
right.
then,
All
nothing.
right. All right. All right. You gotta. I understand, but you have to move forward. The minute
Yeah,
you ask, and let me tell you something right now. The minute you ask somebody, say, "Hey, can you give me a call?" and they don't even answer you at all, that's everything you need to know.
yeah,
And I understand in your heart, you're saying, "Yeah, but did I do enough? What happened? Maybe he's busy." All these things are gonna go through your head. But let me tell you something. He saw the text. The ball was in his court. He didn't do anything with the ball. He didn't shoot it. He didn't even pick the ball up. And that has to be noted. Let me tell you something. At any moment in time, any particular person, I don't care if you're a guy, girl, or anything else, any guy saying the same thing that you're telling me right now, if he said to the girl, "So, hey, when are you free next?" and she does not answer, or if he said, "Hey, can I give you a call?" and she does not answer, you leave her alone. She's telling you, regardless of what her issues are, whether it's ADHD or whether she's busy with work, which is, in my opinion, a full crockload of ishy, tishy, it doesn't matter. You need to take these signs early on. It's better to take them now than it is to take them 4 months in.
yeah,
And I understand it hurts. I understand it's difficult, but you need to take it and move forward.
yeah.
All right. You got
I
to.
think
There's
I
not
think I
worth
needed
reaching back
to.
out. You already put your best foot forward. It's over. Let that go. If he decides at some point to reach back out to you and prove that he's ready again, you can revisit that conversation at another point. But right now, let it go.
Yeah, I think I needed to hear that.
You have to. You have to. You got to have enough respect for yourself to understand you're overstepping, you keep overstepping, and it's only going to make you more frustrated because you feel like you keep putting out and you're not getting anything in return.
Yeah,
All right. Best of luck, Andre. I hope it works out for you, but let that go.
yeah.
I know it
Okay,
hurts,
thank
girl,
you.
but I understand. But listen to me. There's a lot of other great guys. You don't have to deal with somebody who really doesn't want to do something about what's going on. Whether it's you or whether it's his life is not your concern.
Yeah,
There's a lot of other great guys. I understand you think about them, but it's been 2 weeks. Just let it unfold and move forward in a different path.
yeah.
A lot of great guys out there, girl. Don't get discouraged.
Thank you.
All right. All right. I'm gonna do one more. Antella, you're next. You're my last one. I'm gonna do one more, and then we're heading off. And maybe I think I might be back on this tomorrow. I might do TikTok and YouTube tomorrow. So I might do TikTok early, YouTube later. I just want to give you guys a heads up because that's my last one of the week. Let's do. Hello. 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 Antonella. Or is it Antella? Hello. Jesus Christmas. Hello. Hola. Arrivederci. The hell? Voila. 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 All right. That's it for the night for me, guys. Thank you guys for being here. You already know the deal. I will be on tomorrow night at 9:30. No, I'm sorry. I'll be on tomorrow night at 10. I apologize because I do wanna try and do a quick, TikTok live beforehand, but I wanna do this at 10, at least for an hour, at least for an hour. My last one of the week, so I'm gonna do my 3 a week on YouTube. We'll try 2 a week on TikTok for the moment, but let's get to it. So, tomorrow night, I'll be here at 10 PM Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, that is. If you want any of my services, regardless if it's a one-on-one session or it's a cameo or if it's my merch or whatever. I got other shit. But you get the point. any of those, you book that on my website, bennyhartinc.com, or the link is in my bio on any one of these Tatianas. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys. Love y'all. Thank you everybody who called in. I know sometimes it takes a level of vulnerability to get to call up in here and voice yourself or your situation, but understand something. I'm here from a good faith perspective. Yes, I can be raw and direct and everything else, but it's on your side. All right. All right. Appreciate y'all. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll see you out there at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you dunsies. Ta-ta.